Yo, 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 this is Talking with Taco. I'm your host, Taco, joined with my co-hosts Eli and Orta. And you guys are in for yet another treat. We have yet another guest.
Yeah, hope everyone is doing well. Love everyone that's tuned into the podcast. Hopefully we get more people lined up for a guest as well. Just let us know on Talking with Taco at Instagram. And, just hope you guys are blessed. Eli, take us off.
Today we got Davian Gonzalez, or a.k.a. Debo. He plays tight end for us at Cal Lutheran. He went to Fillmore High School. He's a Fillmore High School legend. And, Debo, how does it feel to be on?
Feels great, man. Really excited you guys reached out to me. And you guys are doing a fucking great job with the podcast, and excited to be on.
All right, Debo. So me and Debo's high schools were in the same league. So I grew up playing Debo every single year in high school. Debo, how was it like playing against Nordhoff and playing against me in high school? And what was it like when you figured out we were going to go to the same college?
Dude, it's a funny story, dude. Like, we literally always talk about it 24/7, man. And it's pretty cool. Like, I still remember you, like, in high school, because I never knew what you looked like. I just always known you as we'd always study you in film. You'd be like, oh, big, strong running back, just freaking go low. If not, you're getting trucked.
Yeah.
Big Russian guy. That's literally what we described you as, man. We literally all thought you were Russian because of your last name.
Explain the Russian story, because I'm not even Russian. Like, my last name is Dvorak, so it's Czechoslovakian, but it sounds Russian. So explain the Russian story.
Russian story is just crazy. You're obviously one of the studs on your team, big stars, and like that's honestly like you and like Zach, a couple other nice guys that we're like had to prepare to, and you're just some big guy, big, strong, white, tall guy. Just big old freaking menace. So we're like, and last name Dvorak. We're like, all right, he's a Russian, big, strong, like white guy, dude. We gotta lock in for him, dude. He just tear us apart. Like, even JV, you always brag about you tearing us apart, which was true, but you're just a dog, dude.
This is the Russian.
What about Eli? How was it for you preparing for
I remember playing Debo because Debo was number 5 and he was like a big guy. Because you were like really big. You're like really big in comparison. Like, obviously you're still really big now, but like in comparison to high school players, and you can move. So I remember being like, oh shoot, like that guy's a problem. Like, we'd always talk about you in film, like, oh, we gotta watch out for 5. Like, 5's good. And you played like everything. You played like slot. You played tight end. They like hand you jet sweeps. You played outside linebacker. You played D end.
Yeah.
So I remember you were like all over the field, and we're like, oh shit, we gotta worry about 5. But yeah, playing against Fillmore is always really fun because it's like kind of like a rivalry game. So I remember like when he committed, I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm playing with the kid from Fillmore. Like, it's crazy. And I'm like, dude, I can't wait to meet this guy. Because I remember him, like, vividly from playing him in high school. Yeah. And it was just really weird to be like, yo, like, you were from the Fillmore guy.
Yeah.
And I was hyped. Yeah.
It's crazy because Debo came in here as a linebacker.
Yeah.
He plays tight end for us.
So how was that transition, Debo, from going to linebacker to tight end? Because you've been like really good at tight end too.
Yeah. It was honestly like probably one of the best things that's happened to me, like in football, probably even at the school, because coming in at least during camp last year, how many linebackers we had? Like 10, 11,
13.
13 linebackers, dude. And you know, freshman little me, dude, just in the back, like really like buried in the depth chart. So I was like kind of discouraged, you know? So like kind of sucked just going in, and like I just try to work my way up at the same time. There's not really much you could do as a freshman with lots of depth, especially juniors and all the juniors and upperclassmen and stuff. But I still remember when Lugo told me, it was during, I think it was during team dinner. He's like, yeah, man, I know you played a little bit of offense in high school. He's like, how'd you like to come to tight end? Then, like, in my head, I was kind of like, oh, shit, what's my bad. I was like, damn, like, in my head, I was like, damn, do I really want to? Like, I like linebacker, like, but then I was like, you know, like, all right, I'll take it, Lugo, boom. I went in, and I just started to love it, like, especially because I was getting, like, those really good reps. I just started, like, my love again for football, because during camp, I don't know about you guys, but it was kind of tough. So, like I just started getting more confidence and stuff, and it just really, like, opened my eyes more, and I love it now. Like, I wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the field.
Yeah, no, it worked out, like, perfectly, and, like, everything happened for a reason. Because, like, you right now you're, like, probably our second tight end.
Yeah.
And you're getting a lot of reps, and our starting tight end, we run a lot of 12s, so you're getting a lot of reps, you're playing a lot. Our main tight end, Jaden, he's a senior. He's, like, one of the best players on our team. Like, you have a great guy to like mentor you and like learn from, and yeah, like it's honestly like kind of weird how it all worked out, because I remember when you were talking about it during camp, you're like, dude, I don't know if I should do it.
Yeah.
And then like now that you did it, like it worked out perfectly. But for those of you who don't know, fall camp is like, Taco, you want to explain camp?
It's hell.
Like, explain like what it is.
It's hell. It's pretty much just like ours was 2 weeks, wasn't 2 weeks?
Yeah, I was like,
this is a 2 week period.
No, it wasn't 3, but it was a little more into it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
It was something long. Something you lose count. You lose track of your days. But you wake up at like 6:30, breakfast 7, and then you have a morning practice, and then after you get out, you have meetings, and then you have a lunch, and you have another practice, which I guess is not. I guess the first one wasn't.
The first one's like a walkthrough. It's
Yeah,
not like
so it's not considered a 2-a-day.
Yeah.
But it's basically a 2-a-day because we're on full speed. If the NCAA is listening to this, we're not. It's a walkthrough. But and then you take a shower, you go to dinner, and you have more meetings.
And then you have a team meeting at the end of the night.
And then you have a team meeting at the end of the night, and you don't get out till like sometimes like the latest we went to was like 9:00.
Yeah.
And then some days you're also like there's lifts incorporated in that. Like the worst days are like breakfast, lift, walkthrough, and then meetings, lunch, practice, meetings, team meeting, dinner, or dinner then team meeting. Like it's a grind. It's a long day, and then you also have to get treatment within those times. Yeah. And it's like I think you get like 1 day off, right? We have like 1 day off, but it's like
you do the same thing over and over.
But it's like it's such a long like you don't have weekends off. It's not like you're like 4 days a week. It's like every day of the week except the 1 day we get off, and it's a long stretch. But yeah, it's a grind. But like you're forced to like bond with people. Like you're forced to make friends.
It's really cool.
And then your freshman year is a lot harder because like you're in a new environment and you don't really know anyone. But like now camp next year is gonna be a lot easier because yeah.
Yeah, it was breakfast, and then it was weight room walkthrough, lunch, position meeting, and then it was practice number 2, dinner, team meeting, position meeting. That's what it was. That was the whole schedule.
It was
speaking of like bonding and like teams, what's your favorite memory from the season?
Dude, my favorite memory, dude. There's a lot, dude. Honestly, there's like nothing really that sticks out. It's just all the guys, just always something going on. It's always something fun and just like.
I have a good memory of us, Debo.
What's up? I have a good memory of Debo too.
Yeah, I remember when we went to Texas. So our first game we got to play against, we played Southwestern, so we flew to Texas, and I remember me and Debo sat next to each other on the bus, and I just passed out, and we had to leave Kalu like at 2 in the morning.
2 in the morning, yeah.
Or like 3 in the morning, something really early. So I crawled on the bus, sat next to Debo, and I just like fell asleep on Debo. And like the whole bus ride to the airport, I was just like on sleep on Debo's shoulder. But, dude, I like always remember that. That was like the bonding, like we just like sealed our like the brotherhood just sealed it there.
I still remember it was like we barely took off and you're already passed.
Yeah,
out.
it was like right like the whole, and he like didn't wake me up the whole night. It was like knocked out on Debo.
I was like, can't just wake him up. Like, I was kind of comfy too.
Yeah,
I just fell asleep with you.
What was your story, Zago?
Dude, my favorite memory of Debo was probably a CMS game because it was like at the end of the game Debo was going in. We're already lost by this point. Debo, it's literally the first play Debo goes in. I don't know who the quarterback was.
Hector.
Yeah, Hector.
It was definitely someone.
Hector throws the ball to Debo. Debo's wide open. And he drops it. It was like literally the first play Debo ever first call snap.
I was so excited too. Funny because like I think it was like 6. We ran a 6, and obviously
you in the switch.
Yeah, 6 switch, and I was across the field, and I remember it was like I think you rolled out. It was like something blew up in the play. So then I just made a good move and decided to roam across the field.
You got really open.
Yeah, I was wide open. I made a pretty good coverage, and I was like, dude, I thought I was going to score. And I dropped the ball.
It was
so sad.
Because I see the whole thing happen.
It was right next to our sideline, too.
I remember last year the one play I got in. Because like last year we were all freshmen. You played Debo played special teams. Art played a lot of special teams, and then played a lot of backer towards the end of the year. Taco played
a little bit.
Taco played a lot. So our starting right guard tore his ACL in the first game, and then Taco was starting, and he played amazing the whole year. I was a running back, and I didn't play a lot. But I remember my first play I got in when we played against Whittier, and we were like 5 yards out, dude. And I was like, bro, I'm getting in. Like, I was like, it's right there. And then like the play blew up, and like I made one guy miss, and I got like 2 yards. I got stuff, and I was like so close to scoring. I'm like, dude. So, but like, it's okay, Debo. Like everyone, like I feel like you like when you're no matter like how good you are in high school, like it's a transitional period.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like you're playing against like grown men, and it's a lot faster, and and like everyone's process is differently. And but like, Debo, you having like a great camp, dude. You played a lot of special teams too. Like for a freshman, you got in the field a lot because most guys don't end up playing too much.
Especially towards the end of the season when Stan got hurt, dude.
Yeah,
I was like, at first I was.
You actually took some like tight end reps as a freshman.
In like important games too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty scary. But yeah, Taco, yeah. So how was you guys' like, do you remember your first play?
Dude, my first play was the Southwestern game on kickoff.
The first kickoff?
Yeah, the first kickoff of the season, bro. Oh my god, dude! I'm not even joking. Like I ran down there and I wanted to like just give up. Dude, it was so humid, and I remember just running down. And I came back, and I look at JG and I'm like, bro, so shall we run down the field again? I was like, they need to kick it in the end zone.
Dude, I remember we were warming up, just warming up. Dude. And then I get back to the locker room, and I had gloves on the whole time we were warming up. My hands were just covered in sweat. I was trying to dry them because bro, it was horrible. Mm-hmm. And I remember Zay looked at me, he's like, dude, that's why you bring 2 pairs of gloves. And ever since then, whenever we travel, I always bring 2 pairs, just in case.
Debo, so how was it though, leaving the linebacker group and stuff like that?
It was looking
good. I remember I didn't really get to know you that much. And, it was just oh, we're down 3 linebackers now. I was like, what's going on? But how was it?
It's it kind of sucks because as soon as I started getting a little close, we started getting closer. Then all of a sudden, boom, I was gone.
Yeah.
Then I started him Randall. He's like, damn, you left us. And he's the top senior. I'm like, damn. Obviously he's messing around, but at the same time, I was like, damn. I do want to be with you guys, but. Yeah. I love the tight ends now, No,
we're a fun group. My favorite room in the whole team is the Turbs. So we have Turbs meetings, so it's tight ends and running backs. And that's probably some of the best moments I have of football here.
Yeah, you guys have the best meetings.
We have the best meetings. Dude, Coach Shimmy leads them.
Dude, one and only Shim.
We have questions of the day, dude. One meeting, Dom was singing. We actually get good work into. We watch film. It's good critique, but we have a lot of fun, and that's some of my favorite memories.
Yeah, I'm always in the background of Dylan's camera.
Yeah.
It's so funny, bro.
No, we will watch Taco during spring. Yeah, dude, watch that rep over and over again where you fell. We're dude, Taco did not trip. He just fell. He took his first step and just went forward. But dude, I got a question for you. So you came into you had a really interesting process of playing football this year. You came in as a freshman, you started linebacker, you switched to tight ends. You really weren't certain if you were gonna play. We had 2 really good tight ends last year in State and Janley. We had some other good depth guys. We had other freshmen. They brought over a couple other linebackers tight end with you. So Jesse. Jesse brought over Hayden. What was your mindset of being well, there's a lot of tight end. You went from a big linebacker room to a big tight end room. And then, so what was your mindset of being working your way onto the field? And you had a really successful freshman year playing some special teams, but what was your mindset throughout that whole process?
My mindset was just do as best as I can. And I think what also helped me was that they obviously I was new, I had to learn plays, so that also gave me some leeway to all right, just do as best as you can. That's all you could do.
Yeah.
Obviously I'm not going to be perfect. I might mess up a few plays because I don't know the playbook fully, but that gave me some leeway and just do as best as I can. If I make a mistake, it happens, and just try to be as best as I can, And obviously there's competition that comes along with that as well, but I can't control what they do.
Yeah.
So I can only just do my stuff and do it to the best I can and hope for the best,
That was a big thing I learned this year, and then I think you really helped me with that, so I asked you, because I remember for me I was the only freshman or sophomore running back in the room. Academically, I don't know how many years of eligibility everyone has, but every other running back has played 2 or more years of college football in the room I was in. So I was by far the youngest guy in the room. Our team MVP was our running back Isaiah. So I felt sometimes really overwhelmed and wow, Zay's really good. These guys are way more experienced than me. But then I remember we had a conversation one time about just control what you can control and don't worry about anyone else, and it always kind of stuck with me.
How's it playing with Phineas? Because Phineas, he went last year.
Phineas and Aiden, sorry. Yeah. Phineas and Aiden.
Because last year Phineas went to, he was a assistant coach.
He was a GA.
And now he's decided.
He decided to suit up. Yeah, how does that feel being?
It's so funny because on my phone contact, I still have him as coach, Kalu coach. He was actually, funny story. Phineas was the first guy to ever reach out to me from Kalu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first guy.
And now you're sharing the field.
And now I'm sharing the field with him, sharing reps together, dude.
That's crazy. Yeah. How's Aiden Smith in tight end room too?
Aiden Smith.
And how's Dom Montiel? Tell us the tight ends.
Tight end room, everyone's so cool. They all have their own little unique feature that makes them stand out, and we're all good guys and we all work hard, and it's a good room. I feel very safe and
Yeah,
I feel very bonded too. Like you said at the Turbs meeting, everyone there is just so cool and wants to get better, and we all have that same goal and vision, just to try to be the best we can.
I think go ahead.
Do you feel it comes from Jaden the most, that bonds everyone? Because Jaden's a really cool dude to get to know.
Yeah, Jaden, he plays a huge role in that too. He's a good leader. He's very great leader. He leads by example. That's one thing I really like about him. He's not one of those leaders that's like
Talk.
always all talk, barking at us 24/7. Like no, he leads by example, and that's why I really like and respect him. He's a great dude, and it's so great, especially this coming year to have him as like he's gonna be a senior, right?
Yeah.
To have him as that real senior role and him being a captain and
Yeah, he's like the best. Like I remember like he in the beginning of camp he'd come up and check in on me. Like he didn't really even know me. Like he'll still text me every now and then like, hey, how you doing? Like you good? Like let's go out to dinner sometime. And then he'll be like, how's life? Like you stressed out? Like what's going on? And it's like it's having people like that like kind of set like the culture and the bar is like huge for a team and for a position group room. Like I play running back, so like the Turbs are around each other a lot. And like even he has even effect like on the running back room where he like helps us out. And shout out Jaden, love Jaden.
yeah, great guy, dude.
Yeah, Debo, I got a question for you too. What's it like? Well, actually, I have two questions for you. One, tell us more about Coach Jimmy and your experience with him. Like, how's Coach Jimmy been? Our tight ends coach. We're gonna have him on the pod on Friday.
Dude, that's gonna be.
We're gonna have him on Friday. But tell us how Coach Jimmy's been.
I think you said it in your pod before how he's such a good players coach.
Yeah.
He makes me like obviously he's always on my butt, pushing me to be the best and stuff. But he's also like I can mess around with him, and he's such a good players coach.
Yeah, no, we love Shim, dude. Okay, and then here's another question we get on podcasts. Okay, it's a two-part question. So we ask like a pretty common question we ask guys on the team. If you're stranded on a desert island with anyone, like any player or coach, who would you want to be stranded with and why? And then I have a follow-up question for you after that.
All right. Well, hold on. I want this one now. So you have to choose one coach and then one player.
Oh.
But it's one separate now. So it's like
Okay.
So just choose any coach and then just any player.
All right.
Because usually we just get like coaches, but I want to know players.
Yeah.
I want to know who.
Coaches have to be Shimmy.
You be stuck in an island with Shim?
Yeah. Oh. I mean, I've heard a lot of different answers. I'd say Shim. He's just. It's probably biased, 100% biased.
Yeah,
he's my
boy.
coach and we're close and stuff. But like, I'd stay Shimmy. I just feel like me and him.
What about a player?
Player? This is definitely the tough one, dude. Player. Let me think.
If you want, we could split into offense and defense. Who are you
Offense.
choosing for offense?
Offense. Let me think. Offense, I would 100% say Jaden.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
I said Jaden too.
Jaden, I feel like he's such a smart dude too.
Yeah, he's
I feel
a
like
good
he's
leader.
good in any realm too. Like
Yeah, he's
you throw anything
In
at him.
any realm? I like that one.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, defense.
This one's tough. I'd probably have to say Orta.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
get it done too, dude.
We're getting off this damn
Okay,
island, I
yeah.
promise
All
you.
right. So this is a hot take. So Taco kind of set off like this chain reaction.
Oh.
That's like makes this like a really hot topic on our podcast. So do you think? So we were talking about like people in the first episode,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What about Coach Rolling?" And Taco goes, "Coach Rolling."
Hell nah.
And Taco goes, "Coach Rolling's not getting off the island." And then so we released it, and then Brent DM'd us. And he's like, "It's crazy. Like you don't think I'm getting off the island?" And then we had him on, like we talked about it, and he gave us his whole thing on like why he thinks he'll get off the island. Do you think Coach Rolling is getting off the island? Our strength and conditioning coach. Is he, if you don't know, if you want to know more about Coach Rolling, go back to episode 3 and watch the episode. And you guys can, DM us on Instagram, leave in the comments, let us know if you think he's getting off the island. But Debo, is he getting off the island?
All right, I'm gonna have to put this in a different way. Who's he with?
You.
Who you?
Oh, just me and him.
Yeah.
So it's like the same question. It's like who would you want to be stranded with? But it's like now we're saying you're stranded with him, but are you getting off the island with
Am
Coach?
I getting off the island, coach?
That's a no, bro. Look at
Love coach, but respectfully, I don't.
Why?
think-
Why?
Okay, at this point,
We're ready.
obviously he's a big, strong man that's gonna help us out. But I feel like our bond just isn't there. Like we're not.
Oh,
gonna,
that's
like,
crazy.
Obvi-
Whatever the bond with the coach is crazy.
Well, like I feel like we wouldn't be locked in like that. Obviously, like me and him are cool, We're like, but like we need to be locked. I feel like
he's gonna hear this.
Really?
He's gonna need to bond with you.
Oh, exactly. This is my excuse to bond with them. We're trying to get off the island.
your bond is 106.
I want
That's my
to go
bond.
on record and saying I'm very confident that me and Coach Rolling are stuck on an island that we are getting off the island.
Okay.
Or what do you think?
That's fair. Oh, for me?
Yeah, you and Coach.
Me and Coach Rolling? I think me and Coach Rolling are getting off the island.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Taco, there's no shot getting off the island because there's already so much like tension and negative energy. But yeah, I think you get off. No, Order would be a good person to be stuck with. Yeah, you two would
Like I
like.
said, we'd get off the island.
Yeah, I think you two get off the
We'd
island.
get to work.
Shimmy, I don't think you're getting off the island. Like, respectfully, Coach Shim, like, Shim's not getting off the island.
It's someone like cool to be stuck with though.
Yeah, I would love to be
yeah,
stuck
yeah,
with.
yeah,
I would love to be stuck with Shim for eternity. Like,
Yeah.
we'd make it work.
For eternity.
Yeah, we and Shim would be, we'd be locked in. But like, I think Shimmy would just kind of like insult me for the first couple days, and then he just kind of like accept it. Like, Shim's a great coach. Like, he's like great X's and O's, great players coach. Love Shimmy. Not someone I think is getting off an island.
That's just not his forte.
This is not Shim's like. Just don't feel like Shim's in that realm. But Debo too, I got a question for you. So one question you had in the Turbs room, and is like, who in the room would you let date your daughter, and who in the room would you not let date your daughter? Out of me, Taco, and Orta, who would you let date your daughter, if hypothetically, and who would you not let date your daughter? There's a huge question in the Turbs room, so I'm gonna ask one of the Turbs.
Ooh. In this room, right?
In this room, there's three of us here.
Who would I let date my daughter? I'd have to go with Orta.
Yes, sir.
You're not letting date your daughter.
This is tough because I would.
Okay. Go. Would you let? Okay, go through all of us and say would you let or not let, and then go. Who would you?
He already said.
But who's your tier list? Like
in this room?
would you let Taco date your daughter?
I would 100% let him.
Would you let me date your daughter?
100%.
Okay, but
so it's no like. I'd rather have him.
But like, what's your tier list? What's your tier list? Why do you want Orta so badly?
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Because I just want to be a good son-in-law.
No, sorry.
Guy.
Okay, but give me your tier list.
All right.
We're getting off the island.
Put Orta at the top. Second.
Dude, it's crazy. If I'm third, it'll be pissed.
On the spot.
I love how he chose the defensive player.
Yeah, I know, bro. What?
Let's go.
Defense wins championships, man.
Oh my god. Debo, we cut on the bus together.
We did do that. So Orta, Eli, and then. Yes! No disrespect, Taco. No disrespect. You know I love you, Taco. You're one of the greatest people I've met.
Okay.
No disrespect.
Now I want to know, who would you not let date your daughter on our team right now? Currently, from the spring team.
Or like, okay, who have you had on so far? Yeah, I don't know, but that would be too hard to ask. Like, yeah, who would you not let date your daughter on the team?
This is tough, dude. This is. I feel like I need a list. There's like so many people. Like I just can't think.
Who's someone that comes to your head? Like,
okay. Obviously, you guys have Turb meetings or the running backs and stuff.
Yeah.
Who from the running backs are you not letting?
The running backs.
Okay, go running backs.
There's
the four of us, right?
He's definitely going DT, right?
Okay, out of the four of us, out of me, Dante, Barry, and DT, who are you letting date your daughter, who are you not?
Damn, you guys are really putting me on the spot.
Yeah.
Eli really wants to know now because he was
I
not
know.
first.
No, I'm invested now.
Yeah, I could tell.
I better be your first running back.
First running back, you are the first running back.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Wait, so let's say the list again. Say the list.
Me, DT, Barry, and Dante.
Barry and Dante.
Alright, you have to answer two next.
Dude, they're all.
I have to answer.
Yeah,
that.
Okay, yeah. If you guys
I-
want
Are
to
in talking?
I
was
hope.
gonna
Wait,
say-
hold on. I hope Barry is listening to this. I'm putting Barry last. I'm putting
I
Barry
was
last.
gonna
Barry last.
Yeah. I was gonna say before. I have the same answer. Sorry, Barry. I love you, but like the
Barry's
guys
great
are all
guy.
great guys. Yeah.
Great guy.
But like,
No,
I
Barry
just-
is good. Barry
Yeah.
is a great guy, but I just.
that's why I hate when you guys put me on the spot.
There's not really like any
It's no
bad
diss.
people in the running
Yeah,
back group. Like we're a really cool group.
Yeah.
No, DT's there. No.
I was gonna mention that too. Like everyone on the team, I've never had a single problem with anyone.
Yeah, we have a bunch of really good guys on the
Like-
team. Especially like our spring team now.
Some people in the Olin group, I don't know.
No.
No comment on that.
our team right now, especially like I feel like with the team we have in spring and like our group especially, like we bond really well.
Yeah.
Like, dude, when we started like this podcast, we had like
Like our class. Dude, our
bro, like
class.
everyone on the team is like, I'm down, like I'm coming on.
Yeah.
And, like everyone's like reposting it. They're like, yo, shout out the boys, dude. Like, and like everyone's I don't know, everyone's like loving, caring, supporting. Like dude, like I get just as much joy seeing like you guys make plays like when I make plays. Like,
Yeah.
yo, there's Debo, he made that great catch. Like, let's go. Like that's my
Yeah.
boy. Or like Orta just blew me up. Like that's kind of like, but I'm like, at least it's Orta. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I'd get joy through that, but I know what you mean.
All right. So we asked you, who would you
Yeah,
let
no, you
date
can't
your
escape
daughter?
this good.
Okay, but what if I asked you, which coach would you want to be your father-in-law?
To be my father-in-law. Oh, that's easy. Coach D.
Oh, Coach D.
Coach D.
D Fiore.
Really?
Coach
That's
D.
a
I'm
really
terrified of
interesting
D Fiore.
That's an interesting take.
That is. I think that's part of it. He's just a good like
Role model.
role model.
Yeah,
It's like-
I feel that. I understand.
and
that.
that's
Yeah.
like obviously, yeah, you're gonna be scared, but he's respected, and
Yeah.
that's kind of key.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah.
I like
I'm going with Shim.
You want to show?
Just so, because like for all the times you call me slow, I can be like, like
Ah.
Shim, I ended up marrying your daughter, but all the times you bullied me, Shim, like,
That's
no, I'm just kidding.
That's a
Yeah,
yeah, he's gonna listen to this and he's gonna make you run now.
dude, he's always makes me. No, Shim doesn't make me.
Nah, just kidding.
Never
What about you, Taco?
Are we gonna, like current coaches or like
Current coach.
probably
I'd say for
probably
Sunderland.
No.
Oh, really?
Culpepper would be great.
Oh no,
Culpepper would be great.
dude,
That's what I'm
that's a good answer.
But like, if it was overseas, then I'll probably go with Coach Louis.
Wait, you said overseas?
Yeah,
No, Louis coming
overseas.
back. Louis coming back.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll probably go with
okay.
Coach Louis.
Okay. Oh, that'd be a good one, actually.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot about Coach Lee.
I know.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What about you, Orta?
Dude.
Daddy D.
Well, okay. I'd honestly actually picked Shimmy. Like the reason I actually picked Shimmy is because, like, I was joking, but like it's because I feel like he's like relatable the most. Like I feel like he's the like to me he's the most approachable coach.
Yeah. He is the most.
So like, but like I just feel like I want someone I can like approach and like talk to. Like I just can't imagine like in any scenario. Like could you imagine asking Culpepper or D Fiore like, can I marry your daughter? Dude, that's crazy.
I'd be kind of terrified.
Coach D would just be like, "Oh, can this fist hit your?" I don't know. I mean, I gotta say probably like Coach D, just like the same thing with like Debo, just because he said like he has great like mentor and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I feel like
I would also go. I would do Coach Brand too.
Coach
yeah,
Brand?
Coach Brand.
I would do Brand.
That's a scary father-in-law.
No, it is. But that's the same
Yeah.
thing. Like Coach Brand, like I feel like has the same like D Fiore vibe.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
100%.
But Brand's also like really approachable. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
I asked Brent one time, like, is there anyone like? I asked him the same question, and he's like, I'm not gonna give you like fuel for like your locker room, like, so you can like put people down. And then he was like, but I'm not letting any of you guys date my daughter. I'm like, Coach, that's crazy.
Yeah. Dude, I wouldn't either though.
Yeah.
Like if I was a strength coach, like I'm not telling nobody. Like,
Yeah.
like, no one's there. Man.
But I also asked Brent like the craziest questions, like all the time.
Yeah, you guys have a nice little relationship.
We do. I like to mess with Brent.
Yeah,
Dude, he's coming on for a part 2.
dude, that's gonna be lit.
Dude, we should do like in the summer. Like I could do a 1-on-1 part 2 with Brent.
Yeah.
We should just drill him with questions. Just me and Brent go back.
The wild questions.
Like,
Everyone that's listening to this podcast, you're already getting a sneak peek of what you're getting in the
What's to come,
future.
baby.
Dude, I'm
We're
asking Brent.
foreshadowing right now.
I'm gonna get like a list of like 30, and we're just gonna like it's gonna be like a 2-hour-long episode, and I'm just asking like crazy questions. But all right, Coach, I'm just gonna get him out of it. Which pretty much we do anyways, like in the weight room all the time.
Oh yeah. Hopefully we get merch out there too for
Dude,
you
yeah.
guys.
Ooh,
Bro, people have been talking about merch.
Nice.
Bro, would you cop the merch?
100%.
Everyone that listens to the podcast, let us know on Instagram if we should start dropping merch.
Yes, bro, definitely.
We'd love to
Should
hear
I
you guys'
put out a little
opinion.
poll on Instagram?
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
would you buy merch?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
Stop, we might need to get on this, dude.
Oh man.
All right. So I got a question for you before we close this out. So if we do sell merch, what do you think is best? Because we've heard different opinions so far.
And coming from a business major too.
Oh,
Yeah,
Whoa.
t-shirts or hoodies.
T-shirt. Oh, that one's tough. I'd have to go with hoodies.
Yeah,
Hoodies?
hoodies. I'd say hoodies is probably the best. Okay, now explain it.
Explain hoodies. I think they're just more. Obviously, we're in California. It's more hot, and like you would think a T-shirt would be more like better.
Suitable, yeah.
It's more suitable, but I think a hoodie is just you could wear at home. You're more comfortable. You're more like. There's more ways to wear it.
Yeah,
I
I get
feel.
you.
But honestly, if it's only one, that's kind of hard. But like, I would say try to come out with both.
Yeah.
More variety, because obviously.
We'll get there.
Yeah,
We'll
you
get
guys will
there,
get
we'll
there.
get there.
Big things,
All right. Well, I think this concludes our episode. Thank you so much, David, for being on the
Thanks,
show.
Debo.
Do you want anything, or do you have anything to say to anyone listening?
It was a pleasure.
Any shout outs to the boys and features?
Any
Shout out
shout-outs?
to Fillmore.
Shout out Fillmore?
Shout out Fillmore, baby. That's it.
All right, Devo, thank you so much for being on the podcast. This was Talking with Taco, and thank you guys so much for listening.
Thank you.